Rumors are that allegedly Kenya's new love life is heating up with a new boyfriend. But the question is, what is the one thing he is refusing to do for love? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. Alright, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly Kenya's love life is heating up with a new boyfriend. But allegedly, rumors are there is one thing he won't do for love. What is it? Well, I have some new information that may answer that question and more. And here it goes. Allegedly, Kenya Moore has once again found herself in love, and sources say it appears to be the right one this time. The source continued, Manyetta really did Kenya a solid one with this hookup. He's perfect for Kenya. Mature, extremely successful, family-oriented, and financially well off. Behind the scenes, those closest to Kenya say they haven't seen her this happy in a while, and it's about time. Another insider said, Kenya is so deserving of this relationship after all the hell Mark has put her through. She has promised to take her time with this relationship and wants it to organically blossom into something real, if the cards are both in their favor. Kenya has been very private regarding her new relationship, but is starting to open up more, and it's a beautiful thing, said the source. However, can this new relationship last under the lights of Bravo and in front of Bravo cameras? And also, what is the one thing that Kenya's new boyfriend allegedly won't do for love? Well, rumors are that despite Kenya's new boyfriend being incredibly smitten by her, he has allegedly declined to film with Kenya in front of the Bravo cameras. And why is that? Sources say Kenya's new boyfriend is extremely protective of his business ventures. He is allegedly fearful of causing any negative attention to his clients, investors, and business associates. He's smart and understands that all publicity isn't good publicity, ended the source. Allegedly, Kenya is very supportive of his decision, said another source, and is not forcing him in front of the cameras anytime soon. Producers are also said to be very respectful and understanding of his wishes, and hasn't pressured Kenya to change his mind. Another source close to the couple, who wished to remain anonymous, said, he may be warming up to the possibility of filming a little towards the end of the filming season. And if all goes well, we may end up seeing more of him next season. But for now, all sources agree that this new romance looks good on Kenya. She's so deserving of this happiness and everything that comes with it. This is something that she can finally rest her head in, knowing that she is in good hands. Now, kinfolk, when we got news that Kenya has gotten in a new relationship and she is dating this new guy who, for all sources, is saying is a very successful businessman, I was very happy for Kenya. And I noticed that she posted a couple pictures and videos of him, pictures rather, of him in the past, and I always wondered who he was. And I honestly thought that he may be like a business partner or someone who is a producer on the show that she happens to run into when she's out about on the town. But sources can confirm he's none of those things, but actually her new boyfriend. Now, kinfolk, when Kenya confirmed this, I was very shocked. Well, not too shocked because Kenya's a beautiful woman, but I was a little shocked by this. To me, Kenya comes off as a very traditional woman. And I was very, I guess shocked is a little bit too big of a word. I think a smaller word in terms of how I really kind of felt was surprise that Kenya would be dating and not have her divorce final. And I think that it was a little surprising to me because, after all, Kenya, in my opinion, comes off as a very traditional woman. But by the same token, she just cannot wait on Mark. Someone who sources are saying is just dragging his feet with this divorce and making it very difficult for Kenya to, and sometimes, move on with a clear head. Now, I think Kenya dating and Kenya finding love with her new man is a good sign that Kenya has finally decided to allow Mark just to run his course. Allow him to fizzle out on his own accord and allow him to come to peace with their divorce in his own time and not worry about him and his journey to finding that peace. And I think that's a good thing because you can tell that this divorce had been weighing Kenya down and really stopping her from experiencing the true freedom that she needs in order to move on with her life. So in knowing and hearing Kenya finally confirm that she is dating, while it was a little surprising that she would date and not have her divorce final, I still think at the end of the day, it's good for her mentally and it's good for her emotionally just to be able to move on in her life and to move on in love. Now, kinfolk, it's another part of this rumor that some of you may already know, and it's this. Sources are saying that Manyetta is the one who hooked Kenya up with her new boyfriend, who's actually a friend or business associate of her husband. Sources are saying that we will probably see a very beautiful, blossoming relationship between Kenya and Manyetta. All my sources are saying that behind the scenes, they click very well. It's almost the same way that Kenya clicks with Candy. Sources are saying that it is a very mature friendship. A friendship to where Kenya feels like that she is communicating with someone on her intellectual level. And not to say all of Kenya's other friends are not on her intellectual level, but sources are saying that they really just bond over deep conversations. And it was through these deep conversations that allegedly Manyetta felt like Kenya was perfect for her husband's friend. Again, sources are saying that Manyetta really did Kenya one solid in this new romance, and that her intentions were basically pure. Were really pure in wanting to see Kenya happy and in love and moving forward with her life. So with that said, I am looking forward to seeing Kenya and Manyetta more as a duo in front of the camera. Sources are saying that Manyetta looks like she will be an official peach holder next season. So that means we're going to see a lot more of her and a lot more of her in the capacity of the group dynamic. And I think that this is a friend of Kenya's that I think is going to finally be that duo that Kenya has, not had over the seasons. I know her and Cynthia made a very good duo, but I think this new duo between her and Manyetta is going to be a little different. It's going to give us something that we have not seen on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I think together they're going to be a big force. Also, kinfolk, it is another part of this rumor that I am so glad to hear, and it's this. I am so glad to hear from my sources that Kenya, behind the scenes, is allegedly taking this relationship very slow. She is making sure that this relationship hits all of its milestones in a very organic way. And that's so good to hear because, with her and Mark, I feel like she did rush that relationship and then ultimately that marriage. And it's one of the reasons why it didn't last. She really did not know who Mark was as a person. She, in my opinion, fell in love with the idea of who she wanted Mark to be, but not who he actually was. And a lot of times when we are so fascinated and caught up in a person that we tend to overlook their flaws and their red flags. And sometimes those flaws and those red flags could be very glaring, but under the light of love, we tend to look over them and adopt the ideology that love conquers all. Sometimes it doesn't. So, with Kenya allegedly taking her time with this relationship, I think that she has learned all of her lessons. And that's something that this friend group has a very hard time doing when it comes to fair marriages and fair relationships. It seems like the ladies in this group continue to go down the same cycle when it comes to picking men, picking boyfriends, and picking husbands. It seems like they can't break that cycle of that man that's not quite a fit for them. So it's really good to hear that Kenya is, making those strides to make sure that what she has for a new boyfriend is real and lasting. Now, Kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think about Kenya being in love. Do you think that Kenya should keep this relationship off the Bravo cameras completely if she wanted to last? Or do you think that Kenya is smart enough and she's more intellectually capable of bringing her new boyfriend in front of the Bravo cameras and knowing just how to produce their relationship and make sure we get some information about their relationship, but not all of it, and they are able to keep some things private? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, Kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over on the next one. Peace.